I took the liberty of writing down some notes on where the remaining coins are. I backed up my save and went to find them all, because I figured it would be very boring to watch me retread my footsteps and stare at the radar the whole time. Now you might notice that I'm missing exactly 15 coins, so maybe I'm just missing one big coin. No, sadly not. Big coins are always placed where there's a memorable and interesting challenge, so I missed a bunch of small stuff. I was gonna run up here first, but no need. So, just a quick look at my notes. First we have near bone rails. And I do remember exactly what it was. I was wandering around in this section of bone rails because the radar wasn't going off on the opposite side of the bridge. And I just completely forgot about this over here. There's nothing in bone rails itself. And some of the things I missed... Oh, sorry, Sand Shredder. Some of the things I missed are just on their own, like this. I also forgot to mention last video, the moment I grabbed the last fish, the pointer of the compass with the fish gained gold embellishments to show that the fish collection is complete. And I guess while I'm wandering around I can explain, I mentioned wanting a vague paper map of every... Well, I'm speaking hypothetically about the main game, so I don't know. Before I get carried away, I need to look at my notes again to know where I'm going. So, near bone rails, done. Garden Temple, again. I missed multiple things in Garden Temple, and that's to be expected. It's so big. Well, let's say the main game, The Big Catch, has multiple large open areas just like the entire game world of Tacklebox. Maybe that's too ambitious, maybe that's not what they have in mind, but just for the sake of argument. I would love it if the paper map just highlighted places like Garden Temple, a few of the other major areas, and otherwise had no waypoints or details whatsoever. Maybe you could... Like, I wouldn't mind if there were some check marks on certain regions to show you that you've completed them, so you don't have to go into the region and look at the compass. You can see how it's blinking. I think you need to have most of the coins in the game for the coin radar to start working. Or maybe at least all of the fish. Now, I was wondering for a while, why is it blinking near the entrance? What did I miss? I forgot to kill one of these guys. I don't know how that could have happened, but that's what happened. And if I remember correctly, the next... The next bit of coins was, again, something I can't believe I missed. You might spend your time searching every other inch of the level, but not go the one spot where what you're looking for is. So yeah. Now if the compass is not a bright blue, then there's still something in the general vicinity. I don't know what the range on it is, but it's wide enough that if you're on the outskirts of an area, you're gonna tell that there's something you've missed in that area, which I think is pretty good. Now I gotta think. It wasn't these windows. It was elsewhere. I was playing other games, so I've forgotten some of the specifics, but I know the locations themselves thanks to my notes. Right. I do need to get across here. Yeah, I think if the map just shows you north, south, east, west, you're told that the compass points north, maybe explicitly by an NPC. That's all it would take for navigation to, I think, be really smooth in the main game, without being overly hand-holdy, so that exploration is more satisfying. And like I said, you pay more attention to the world itself, rather than just the destination and the objective. At least I saved it. I need to be even further away from the wall. See, like, even redoing this platforming I think might be a little boring to watch by itself, which is why I took all those notes. It would have been so much worse if I didn't even know where I was going. Hopefully I can nail this just like before. Yes. Yeah, up there. I was very focused on killing all these enemies and making sure that none of the coins drop down. But I think that slope is placed on the platform specifically so some of them will bounce off of it and drop down, which I like that. And I never looked through this window. It's a repeat of what happened in the first playthrough with Pond Tower and that one coin that's next to a window. I guess if they wanted to, they could raise the coins up a little bit so they're easier to spot at a glance. But that's like the smallest of nitpicks. And that's actually everything I missed. It doesn't feel like it because that was pretty quick compared to my 20 plus minutes of wandering off camera. But that's exactly why I didn't upload that. Well, I forget how to get across. Maybe I can just... Well, never mind what I was gonna do there. These twin bridges that are ruined are really the most annoying part to navigate. But it's fine, I'll just redo this. It's no big deal. I now realize the merits of having a second monitor, because while I have nothing to say here and most of this climbing pretty much plays itself, I could glance over and see where to go next. But that's so minor. I don't otherwise need a second monitor, I don't think. Alright, next up, Garden Temple done. Mortar Island, a single coin. For Garden Temple, I didn't remember exactly how many coins those were. Was that 6 or 7? I wasn't paying attention now either. But on Mortar Island, which I think was somewhere in this direction. How dare you, I heard that sound. You hit a sand shredder. Perish. I think it's, especially with the way enemies respawn, it's natural to end up missing one enemy. I don't mind that the enemies drop coins. I think that's good. I brought up the Spyro the Dragon stuff. Combat in Spyro is not interesting, nor is it interesting in this game, but having a motivator to fight every single enemy once is a good idea. Because you wouldn't want to engage in combat for its own sake. But that is a real part of the game that presumably should serve a purpose. Why did I forget where Mortar Island is? That's on me. Is that it over there? Right, it was near the tower. Yeah. That's the other thing. Landmarks in reference to each other. That's how I deal with navigation in real life as well. People will give me directions in terms of, you know the name of this street? And I tell them, no. Who the hell remembers the name of a specific street? You know it because you're reading it off Google Maps. And they typically respond with, yeah, you're right. I know that in that area, this mall is there. Now, my destination, where is my destination in reference to that mall that everybody knows? It's so cool to apply the same idea to game design, I think. Rather than making things easy and intuitive, why not design things around natural, real skills that people already have? This is a pretty quick one. I found it very quickly as well. It was just traveling here that was kind of a pain. Fine, heal me, because that big bird is alive again. I won't kill it because it's not worth going over there. I actually got killed trying to get to it. Yep. That's why I was talking about missing a single enemy. Get me out of here. And yeah, that was everything. 5 coins remain, and I know for a fact that those 5 coins are a single value 5 coin. On the way to Crane Towers, small roofed area. I think this playthrough should serve as a decent enough guide. Although it's not a very thorough one, you won't be able to... I guess you can go off the name of the areas in each video. Shouldn't be too inconvenient. I don't really feel the need to timestamp every single coin in every video. Okay, think, where was Crane Towers exactly? I saw Crane Towers in the distance at one point. Finding the last few coins is absolutely the test of world design like this, isn't it? I think I saw Crane Towers over here during this recording, right? That's the edge. That's the Seesaw Fort. I'm so far away that even the radar isn't helping. It'll come back to me. Yell at the screen for catharsis. I do it all the time when someone's being stupid. In between videos, I just absentmindedly scrolled down to the Steam community section for this game, and I saw something. I have no idea if it's real, but it was a screenshot of an albino sand shredder? Is it like a shiny Pokemon or something? Can anyone confirm that for me? Or debunk it if it's not real? I haven't fully accepted it yet because it's kind of a crazy detail, you know? But hey, Cookie Clicker has the equivalent of a shiny Pokemon in it, so why not this game? I feel so stupid right now. Maybe it was beyond... Yeah, I went over here to pick up the coins I missed. So I think it was beyond Bone Rails. While I was blathering and moving before I said that, I was just kind of mindlessly wandering around, and if I'm correct right now... If I'm not, I won't finish that thought. Yeah. Never mind. Another brute force method of finding crane towers would be, I know it's on the edge of the game world, so if I just go around the edge, I'll eventually run into it. The point I was gonna say earlier is navigating logically is better than just wandering around and hoping you'll get to your destination. In real life, that's a great way to get lost and get into trouble, you know? It's better to stand still and get your bearings. There it is, okay. Yeah, I moved by Pond Tower and went across the bridge. I should have remembered that. So you see the radars going off. Because this isn't part of an area, is just here in isolation. I completely forgot that this even exists. And that's it. Look at that beautiful golden compass. How long did that take me? Quite a bit. Oh well. This is the last video, I think. So it'll be fine if it's a bit longer. Because there's only one thing left to do, right? Try to remember what Bale said. What she implied is our purpose for being here. I think I'll let the rest of this speak for itself. I didn't want to ruin that whole sequence. This is where you would get the achievement. And that achievement is called Fyskari Tackle. If you look at the cape, it's got a scale pattern on it. Bale mentioned earning your scales, and that this is where Fyskar become Fyskari. So this is pretty much the origin story of Tackle's training as a member of his clan. And I never realized that until now. That's it. At this point, you've 100%ed the game. It's basically over. But I say basically because that's not entirely true. There is still something more to do if I can just... Because you may notice these ledges or areas to shimmy on, and I'm only going to attempt this once. But this is an entirely optional challenge. I guess you can technically call it a post-game challenge if picking up the outfit marks the end of the main game. And look, there's a hook point up there. Now, I stomped down on the previous slope to reach the previous ledge, but here I'm just going to jump off. Because if you stomp, you go too fast and you might bounce or run or slide off the wall. It's safer to just jump and not stomp. And this is where it can all go wrong. This is what I was alluding to before when it comes to living and dying by the swinging physics. I will not attempt that again. But at least now I can show that this is that tower that is completely inaccessible until you fully complete the game. And now there are no secrets left in this world. Everything has been visited. You want to see what's at the top? Play the game yourself. Get up there. I'm pretty sure you can swing to the top from the first hook point, but there are several. I assume to help you build up speed, or maybe if you get across them, there's another way to reach the top. I'm not sure. I just swung really high and really far and managed to grab the edge and climb all the way to the top. However, whenever you fall off, you saw where the checkpoint is. You have to redo that entire sequence. And I think if there was anything up there that you needed to complete the game, at the very top of the tower, obviously, just below the roof, is where you actually need to get to complete the game. But if the very top had a fish or a coin or something, it would not be that punishing. There would be a checkpoint at least midway through the tower. Because I'm pretty sure you can actually, yeah, warp sends you to the last checkpoint you visited. So yeah, I dare you to get up there yourself. It's the most punishing thing in this game. And I guess the only thing left is to report back to Bale. It's very satisfying. Golden Compass, new outfit. We are a Fyskari now. All of us who completed the game.
Y no las muevan, de dos pares de mis tequiancos, sin tequiami al redino las palcos mi al remueve dos Red creo ver muerto. Parece que a os creo no. Ante que a mi al red de mis pílulas ves. Red de que a muertos pal de que a no que a los pílulas parece ves que a los creo de mis pal que a los pal de mis mi al red no red.
I think Gaster was one of the names on the signs in front of the slide in Slide Fort.
Sim de do red sim red. Mi al retro ves de que a cosmo creo. Y no las creo red de mis red no red mi al red
And yeah,
creo
that's it.
red ves de que parece que a mi al red.
That dialogue does imply that you don't need to fully complete this course to become Fyskari, but they put the outfit up there because if you can get that far, you pretty much succeed by default. So that's really cool. It's a way to not invalidate anyone who didn't fully complete the game, I suppose. At least lore-wise, I guess. But it's truly satisfying to anyone who does do absolutely everything. So yeah, full circle. I would end it right here, because it's a very fitting place to end it. But I do like when games show you how long it's been since your last save. It's a nice touch. I'll reveal at this point. Oh, that looks so good. And now I'm tempted to start a new game. Oh, but I didn't complete the... Okay, I see how that works. Bear with me, I do want to showcase something, but apparently I didn't fully understand it. At least you get to see that new loading graphic. And you can in fact skip that. I guess I'll just explain it. I thought I would be able to start file 3 with it, but you saw that in the first video of this series there were 2 New Game Plus buttons. New Game buttons, I mean. There was a white one and a golden one. There is no New Game Plus. I don't know why I said that. The golden one merely starts you with the Fyskari outfit. So you can play the whole game with it, which is very nice. And yeah, that was Tacklebox, and maybe in the future I'll be playing the Big Catch proper. And I hope you will as well. Thank you for watching.